1, 2, 3. 3 products in one video? Hey, I'm Rob, welcome back to PhotoBite. Today we have the Joby Gorillapod Vlogging Kit to check out. And to test out this kit, Vivo have graciously sent us a couple of their other new phones that they're releasing in the UK, which they've released alongside the X51, which we reviewed recently. You can check that out. But where the X51 is more of their flagship model, these ones are definitely more a bit wallet friendly. So let's get into it. So first of all, we got the Gorillapod Vlogging Kit. I guess the first thing comes with one of their Gorillapods, and this is a real Joby Gorillapod, and you can always tell it's a real Joby Gorillapod because they're so much more stiff and sturdy and well made. Comes with mobile phone mount, which is quite an interesting design. Very robust clamping mechanism that you can really tighten down, and you can switch between landscape and portrait mode too. The kit also comes with 2 extra arms for attaching your accessories. They're the same super stiff, awesomely strong Gorillapod style arms. You can just attach them to the side here. But a big point behind this whole kit is its modularity. It's made to be used in many different ways, and if you think something might be quite useful in a certain configuration, try it out. And it might be different from how they advertise, it might be different how I'm using it, but it's made to be super versatile. Also comes with a few different mounts. So it comes with a like a flash mount, which you could attach to one side here. And a GoPro mount as well, so you can attach a GoPro to all this. Now some of the extra goodies you get, which really make this worthwhile, is you get their own little microphone. Now if you've seen a Rode Video Micro, it's a very similar design to that. The typical kind of singular shock mount metal microphone. If I take the windsock off, and it does come with a windsock, it's that typical standard Rode Video Micro kind of setup. If you're stepping up your game vlogging with the tripod and the nice grip you get, you might as well step your audio up at the same time with the microphone. Seems like a good idea to me. The microphone does come with both a TRS and a TRRS cable, so you can plug this microphone into a camera as well if you want. But obviously this kit is more aimed towards using with a mobile phone. And now one of the big selling points is the BMO Mini. This is an awesome, compact, rugged little light. Oh god, very, very bright. It is extremely bright for its size. You just press a few buttons on the sides to change the brightness. So I can go down to a more manageable brightness. Has Bluetooth connectivity as well, so you can connect it to your phone and control it that way. Comes with a little diffuser cap that you can just put on. It's just a little bit of a friction fit. I would maybe have liked to see this attach in a bit more of a permanent way, as this kind of where you just squish it over doesn't feel the most secure to me, but I guess it does the job. Adds a nice bit of diffusion to your light. It's also magnetic, so you could attach this, you could whack this onto the side of a steel door or a fridge if you wanted to get this into those really small spaces where you don't have a lot of space for a stand. Has a few just mounts on the sides, and it could mount in many different ways. Using this little adapter here, you can just slide that onto one of the sides, screw it on. It's waterproof up to 30 meters, so you could shove it in your bath if you wanted to. Charges over USB-C, which is great, and the battery life is actually really incredible. If you have the light at full brightness, it will last about 40 minutes, which is still pretty incredible for how bright this is. But then if you dim it all the way down at full charge, it will last almost 5 hours, which is very, very good for such a small device with such a small battery. But the added USB-C charging port means it's very easy to charge this thing when you're on the go as well. Now let's check out these phones, shall we? Now this is the Y70. This is the more powerful of the 2 phones. This one retails for about £279 here in the UK. Comes with a nice gel case in there, as a lot of these phones tend to, so you can get a case for free with this one. Comes with some headphones, charging cable and an adapter, We've got a European one here. If you order this in the UK, you will get a UK plug, but here's the phone itself. It's sporting a 1080p Full HD AMOLED display, and the AMOLED display allows them to put a fingerprint scanner under the screen, which is always really nice to see. Tiny little teardrop notch for the front camera. It's got a decent sized battery at 4,100 milliamp hours. With 33 watt fast charging, which is really great to see. The back of this phone looks absolutely incredible. It is only plastic, but it's got that kind of frosted glass style to it, with very minimal logo branding on the back. Comes with a Snapdragon 665, so a good mid-range chip for the price. 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, but you can expand the storage with SD cards as well. It's got a 48 megapixel rear camera with a bokeh and super macro lens, which are both 2 megapixels. Yeah, seems like a pretty decent phone for the money. Like, this is more than half the price of a lot of flagship phones nowadays, but it has a lot of the features flagships have, like a really high megapixel rear camera. The other two may be a little bit lacking, but I guess that's one compromise they've made to get the price so low. But yeah, it's running Android 10. Their Fun Touch UI, which is pretty much just super stock Android with very little added bloatware. All round very high-end phone in the feel wise, the looks and the specs too. Now let's check out the Y20s. This one only retails for £149. So this one is super cheap. For that money, you don't get a case in the box. That's just warranty and such in there. But yeah, here's the phone itself. Now this phone sports the fingerprint scanner on the side, so you log in like this. Capacitive. I quite like a fingerprint scanner in the lock button. It's kind of where your thumb naturally rests anyway. It's also capacitive is still faster than in-screen. In-screen has come a long way and has been out for a while now, but the capacitive fingerprint scanners have had a lot more time to cook, so they are just inherently better and faster than the in-screen ones. But the in-screen ones are cool. They're like feel very futuristic. The screen on this is only 720p, and there's an LCD. That's why the fingerprint scanner's on the side, not underneath the screen. Still, it's pretty big. Very small bezels. It does come up quite a lot away from the phone itself. There's quite a big screen hump, which is a bit strange, but you can tell the screen is very smeary, has a very slow response time. That's what you're giving up mainly with this device. In the specs department, it's rocking a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, which is incredible. Only 16 watt fast charging though, so not the fastest. Still, this thing is going to last you all day. It's only got a Snapdragon 460, which is expected. It's an entry level, kind of not as super new chip, but that's how they get the price down, I guess. 4GB of RAM and 128GB storage, so lots of storage, but you can also add a micro SD card to this as well. The camera on the back is only 13 megapixel, again with the 2 bokeh macro lenses, which are both 2 megapixels, and on the front it's only an 8 megapixel, so you are lacking a bit in that way. In the front camera, the colours seem very odd and off to me. I don't know, it doesn't seem great. Again, it's running Android 10, the super stock experience, which is very nice, almost identical to the other phone. Both of the phones support 2 SIM cards as well, so you can rock 2 numbers on both of these phones, which is another added bonus too. This phone also sports a glossy back instead of the frosted kind, which is an absolute fingerprint magnet. It's going to get very fingerprinty very quick, and it doesn't come with a case either, so you need to buy a case to stop that from happening. But it looks pretty nice, pretty modern, very shiny, very flashy. They both have headphone jacks. Can you believe it? Micro USB. You see that? The Y20s only has micro USB. That is one big downside to this. This day and age, even cheap phones should not have micro USB anymore. Micro USB is dead. But enough chat. I'm going to put the Y20s to the side. Let's hook up the Y70 into the vlogging kit, shall we? Now, its grip mechanism seems very well built, very sturdy. I'll put the phone in, and then apply a little bit of force, and then tighten the back. It is in there and it's not going anywhere. It's a very, very good grip. It's very large as well. I'm guessing if you had a case, a big bulky case, it would still do pretty well. But all you need to do is loosen the back a little bit. You can flip it to portrait mode as well. So if you're more of an Instagram stories kind of person, it could be kind of perfect for that. Then you're ready to go. Got your light, which you can just switch on. Just hit record and you've got a little vlogging setup. Just add the microphone. You can add it to the other arm, you could add it to the side of the camera. Just plug the mic in there and then the other side into the phone itself and you're ready to go. You're all shooting for Instagram stories and everything. The microphone will give you a nice little step up in audio quality as well, so it will feel like a very professional shot in an all-in-one package. And the handy dandy Gorillapod, as everyone knows, is very versatile. You could twist it round poles, you could lean it on very uneven surfaces and it will stay sturdy as possible. Now obviously this is aimed more towards mobile phone vlogging, but all of this stuff is so versatile. You could attach a little mirrorless camera to this and it would do just fine as well. You could use this just to hold the light, you could use it to hold one of your other lights. The versatility and the ways increases your creativity while shooting is definitely a good bonus. Pretty much, the Gorillapod Vlogging Kit, if you were looking at buying some Joby gear anyway, this is a great value for money because it includes a pod, a light, and a mic, but way cheaper than if you bought each of them devices separately, along with the extra modularity, phone usage, and you could put the phone mount on a traditional tripod if you wanted to, as well as the light and the mic. It just adds way more creativity to your shooting. I think it's a great little kit if you want to add a bit more versatility to your mobile phone vlogging, even if you're using a small camera as well. Now for the phone, I would definitely be more inclined to go for the Y70, but for the price of £279, the amount of stuff this packs into it is absolutely incredible. This is almost on par with a lot of flagship phones nowadays for like a fraction of the price. And then for £150, £149, the amount of phone you get here is actually incredible. Obviously it's not going to be the best specs. The screen is probably its weakest point, and micro USB charging, you're going to be a little bit in the past there. Very stock Android 10 experience, which you don't get with many other manufacturers, and relatively small bezels. It's a very smart looking phone. I can't believe it's only £149. These are both welcome additions to the mid and low range budget smartphones. It's crazy how much features you can get for so little money nowadays. Like, save a few quid and then maybe invest in something like the Joby Vlogging Kit, and you could have a whole setup for less money than you would pay for a brand new iPhone 12, for example. Let me know your thoughts if you'd use something like the Joby Kit. I'm definitely thinking of loads of ways I could use this light. I could stick it to the side of a stand and light up something in a very weird angle, add a little bit of fill to something if I needed it, a little bit of a kicker. The brightness of it really blew me away. The light is probably my favourite part of this whole kit. But yeah, let me know how you would use it, if you would use it. Because I think it might be quite an option to buy even if you're just vlogging with a small mirrorless camera. It could very much do the job for you if you just needed a little light and a mic upgrade. Could be a perfect setup. And let me know about the phones. Are you looking at getting a new phone? Is your phone pretty outdated, but you don't really want to spend a lot? Maybe take a look at the Vivos. But they're both pretty stylish, they pack a punch, and they'd save you a bit of money as well while they're doing it. But yeah, I've been Rob, this has been Photobite, and I'll see you next time. Bye!